Here we are, Florida Silver Springs, location where they shot Creature from the Black Lagoon, Tarzan, the TV show Sea Hunt, Rebel Without a Cause, Tom Cruise Legend, and also Moonraker and some other 007 movies. Long ago, they were having a jungle cruise here and put some monkeys on an island. They swam off and have been roaming the forest ever since. We're on the lookout today. What's up, guys? We're in Silver Springs, right at the Sea Hunt location where they filmed the TV show in 1958 to 1961 with Lloyd Bridges. Beautiful location with this crystal spring paradise. Can't wait to get home and watch the show. Here we are again on the famous glass bottom boats with BF Bud and Angie.
Chief Yoholo boat.
Chief Yoholo.
It's a Jersey two-step, you didn't know? As soon as we get untied here, guys, and they raise that gangway, we'll be on our way. If you look above their head, guys, you'll see some orange things up there. Those are called life vests. Life vests. Now, the children at the front and the rear, the adults on either side. Now, we've been doing this for just about 100 years, never had to use those things, and by gosh, we are not going to start today. Now, for any reason you do want to break my heart and that 100-year tradition, I cannot and will not stop you. What you do is you reach up there, you'll grab that life vest, pull it down around your head, securely fasten it around your waist, and then jump off my boat. Hurt my feelings for you. But if it just so happens we get hit by a rogue torpedo and we have to abandon the ship, have no fear. Do not fret. I will dispatch an alligator rescue team to come get you. I mean, come help you. I mean, they'll only charge you an arm and a leg for their service. That's not too bad, right? Many different actors and actresses that actually did movies here. Like Jane Russell, Jerry Lewis, Burt Reynolds, and of course Johnny Weissmuller from the 6 original Tarzans. Now, we don't have many actors or actresses doing movies here anymore, so our wildlife has become our stars. So as we hang over this first spring, which is just about 28 feet deep, I will try my best Aquaman impersonations and try and get some of those stars to come up and say hi to you. Now, where this gray rock meets this ledge down here, that is your actual spring. That spring down there is 28 feet deep.
Cool guy, yeah.
Yeah, this can be very, very deceiving around here, let me tell you. Now, for any reason you do not get to see the springs, or anything that I'm trying to show you at the bottom of the glass, please remember, it's your fault. I'm joking, I can spin this boat 360 degrees so everyone gets to see what I'm talking about. These beautiful little fish that's coming into view at the bottom of the glass, these are called bluegills. We here like to call them lucky blue for one reason and one reason only. It is illegal to fish here. Which means they will never see the bottom of this frying pan. Which is so horrible because that is some really good eating down there. Really good. This next spring that we're about to go see is called the Creature Spring. And they call it the Creature Spring because they made 3 different movies up this one. Who got a parrot on my boat?
Oh, a parrot. It's a squeaky thing. He said he's got a parrot on my boat.
Yeah, that was it, thanks, me.
Oh, okay. There are no birds on my boat. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you that 38-foot Creature Spring. This spring down here is when they did all the underwater filming and sequencing for the Creature of the Black Lagoon. The star of that movie is a gentleman by the name of Rico Browning. When this beat meets this cove meets that crust that is your actual spring, that spring down there is 38 feet deep. Now we have just about 27 different species of fish here, but not limited to 7 different type of bass, 2 different type of gar. We have picassinus here. We have that high flying jump out of the water and smack back down fish called mullet. We have that come up, go with some air and go back down, air breathing fish called bowfin. And we have a species of fish here that does not belong here at all. It is called tilapia. Ladies and gentlemen, who knows where tilapia comes from? And please don't say Publix. The tilapia is an Asian fish. It comes from Southeast Asia. So a lot of us boat captains like to believe it took that shortcut to one of these beautiful springs down here to get here. Now this island that's coming up in front of us is called Bird Island. They call it Bird Island for the many different species of birds you can find on that island. The blackbirds with the orange hook beaks, those are called cormorants. And the blackbirds with the straight pointy beaks, those are called anhingas, or snake birds. Only because when you see them swimming around in the water, you don't know whether they're a bird, a snake, an alligator, or what. Now it is their nesting season, so if you look up in the trees up there, you'll see that they built a couple of penthouses up there. And if you look in those penthouses very closely, you'll see some of those beautiful little baby birds hanging out up there also. Now there's grass that's growing at the bottom of the glass. This grass is called eelgrass. This eelgrass can grow anywhere from 4 to 5 feet. And we always know which way the river is flowing by the way the eelgrass is bending. And this river flows at an awesome 6 to 7 miles per hour. If you guys look off the right-hand side of my boat, guys, in the distance, pretty much on any log that you see back there, you'll see a bunch of turtles on a log. Those turtles, they are yellow belly, red belly, orange belly, slaughter turtles, or poodle turtles. Those are the same type of turtles you can find at your local pet store. Now the difference between those turtles and the ones that you have at your house is nothing. They're just not held by a 2x4 tank. Now they call them 8th magnitude and 1st magnitude springs, not because of the size of the spring, but because the amount and volume of water that they actually push out, that is how they are graded. So 8th magnitude being the smallest and 1st magnitude being the largest, there are just about 26 different springs here. So as we come into the spring system, you see the dark holes, the bubbles, the boils, the sand being shifted and pushed around. Those are all your miniature springs that are coming into view at the bottom of the glass. So these are all your beautiful miniature springs that are coming into view at the bottom of the glass. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming into view at the bottom of the glass, you guys are going to see something so awesome, so wonderful, so amazing, so unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming into view at the bottom of the glass, you guys will see something that resembles the backbone of a dinosaur. The University of Florida, they actually had this tested down here. And it turns out that that down there is, in fact, a rock. But if you look alongside that rock, you see a piece of wood.
Right there.
And the University of Florida also took that piece of wood to their facility in Gainesville. And it turns out that that piece of wood down there is actually, in fact, a Native American dugout canoe left here by the Timucuan Indians over 500 to 600 years ago. Is that not cool? Grotto. But before we look at this and I lose you guys' attention, there is a baby gator hanging out on that log right there in front of us. Let's get that out of the way right now. You guys will look down, look up, and then the next thing I know, I lost your attention. Everybody see that beautiful gator over there?
Ugly stays right here.
Hope he's got some sunscreen.
Did everybody get to see that beautiful gator over there? Awesome. Can we get back to the springs? Awesome. I guess not. I'll wait. No, do your thing. Do your thing. You sure? You positive? All right now. You know, there's some heavy duty stuff right here. Like I said, this spring right here pushes out 250 million gallons of water a day on its own, ladies and gentlemen. Coming into view at the bottom of the glass, I give you the blue grotto.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look how blue it is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, ain't it?
I got you. I'll turn it. I got you. I got a real chest. I went to go see that gator, not the spring. Give me a moment. Look, see, people still ain't with me yet. I'm joking, ma'am. I'm joking. I'm not joking. Guys, this white stuff that you see down here blowing around, guys, that is actually limestone and snail shells that has been down there for thousands of years. But most people take it for granted. That's okay, I'll let the rest of you guys marvel over that situation. Now, in that wooden area, there is a wooden structure. That place back there is called Ross Allen Island. And that structure is where a gentleman by the name of Ross Allen used to perform. Now, Ross Allen was a snake tamer and an alligator wrestler, or a alligator tamer and a snake wrestler. Either way, he did them both. You know, semantics. He is also one of the same people that helped come with the anti-venom for a snake bite. So if you or someone you know was actually ever bitten by a snake, and that nice little ooey gooey substance that they put in the needle to make you feel better, most of the time, Ross Allen had something to do with it. Now, I am not just mentioning that island back there because of Ross Allen. I am also mentioning that island because for those of you on my boat who actually want to go on a monkey hunt and try and find those beakless macaque monkeys that we do have here at the park, that right there is the island that you would go to do it. 9 times out of 10, that is where they like to jump around, play around, and throw a little fun. Now, if you do see our monkeys, please do not feed them. We don't want to domesticate our animals for any reason. Now, if you do see them, just stop briefly, take a picture, and keep moving. No, they will not jump on you, they will not bite you, they will not attack you. I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They will throw boo-boo at you. Oh yes, I'm being very serious. You don't have to be the fastest person in your group, but by God, you better not be the slowest. I'm telling you right now. These guys got an arm like Drew Brees and they do not miss. When they get down in that 3-point stance, you better take off because they throwing bullets at you. I'm just saying. You've heard it first from Captain Bill. You've been warned. Now, years ago, there was a Native American tribe that used to frequent this area by the name of the Seminoles. Well, the U.S. government wanted to do a treaty with the Seminoles, but the Seminoles were smart. They hired a guy by the name of Billy Powell. And it's okay if you don't know him by his name, Billy Powell, because you probably know him by his Seminole name, Chief Osceola. Well, Chief Osceola was half Dutch, half Native American, which means he could read and write the English language. He went back to his people and he told them, if you sign this agreement, they're going to kick you off the land, ship you off to Oklahoma, take away everything you got. Well, his people told him, you go back to that government. You tell them we're not going anywhere. This is our land. We're not moving. Well, Chief Osceola eventually went back to the U.S. government, took out that piece of paper, took out his big bowie knife, stabbed that contract, killing that contract and sparking that war. If you look on the right-hand side of the embankment, you'll see a bronze statue of Chief Osceola doing that exact thing, stabbing that contract and sparking that war. Now, who knows what they call the Seminoles, the Unconquered? I will tell you. But they call the Seminoles the Unconquered because the Seminoles, they never signed a treaty with the U.S. government. In fact, they're pretty much the only Native American tribe to this day who is still at war with the U.S. government. That is why they call the Seminoles the Unconquered. I mean, that is, of course, unfortunately, unless they're playing football. Now, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, is our head spring. A lot of people like to believe that this is where the spring ends. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, this is is where the springs begin. Ladies and gentlemen, they call this Mammoth Springs for one reason and one reason only. Because it is so mammoth! This is a Magna 1 spring. This spring is responsible for pushing out 550 million gallons of water a day. That is the equivalent of 4 Olympic-sized swimming pools being filled up every 14 minutes. This spring is 65 feet wide crest to crest. It is 6 feet tall in the center. And is approximately 48 feet deep from the bottom of my boat straight down. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you one of the largest artesian springs in the world. I don't care what Colorado says. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mammoth Springs. Dun, dun, dun.
11 look, 48 feet down. Oh, it looks 48 feet down.
You'd have to pop your ears a few times just to get to the bottom. Dang.
How far is that down?
How far down is that?
They did glue it.
78 meters.
48 feet.
30?
I did say it, but it's okay. It's a guided tour. Nobody listens to the captain anyway. Thank you, sir. And he's recording it. You know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Now, I know this seems like the same water that was here when we left. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it is not. The water that was here when we left is now just about 32 minutes down the road. This spring system is so large and so forceful that it actually has a 24-minute cycle, which means every 24 minutes there's brand new fresh spring water being pushed from these springs going all the way back. Now that is why all of our springs are so crystal clear. Now speaking of crystal clear, at times when this sunlight hits this crystal clear water, it lights up that limestone and that snail shell. That limestone and that snail shell shined and shimmered so brightly down there that the Native Americans actually mistook it for silver. And that is why they nicknamed it the Silver Springs.
What's the temperature of the water down there?
Son of a...
It's about 55 degrees, roughly.
No!
Uh-oh, what's that? I gotta jump off a boat. What's that?
I think you already told us.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's constantly 72 degrees from the springs.
Really?
The only time it fluctuates in the temperature fluctuates. And it goes by the name of I Spy, starring Robert Culp and Bill Cosby. And in one of those episodes, they actually thought that they found the city of Atlantis. Only because they came across these statues. Now, although we don't have many of these statues left, we do have these 3 brothers, these awesome Greek gods, these magnificent wonder beings. Ladies and gentlemen, coming into view at the bottom of the glass, I give you Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. These statues stand at an awesome 7.5 feet tall. They're in 38 feet deep of water. And they're made from an ancient substance called fiberglass.
The big turtle's about to pop out right here. Just wait.
Now there was originally 13 of these guys, and then ABC Studios decided that they wanted to pull them up. And the residents of Florida here got very upset. So they left those 3 guys here for our viewing pleasure. So these 3 guys became our resident superstar movie stars. Move over John Travolta. Now there was also the 2 James Bond films, Moonraker and Never Say Never Again, starring Sean Connery. And that green stuff that you've been seeing waving around down there, ladies and gentlemen, looking oh so wavy, that is algae.
Looks like 10 Glory Lights.
Yeah. Here's Chief Osceola, who was actually 7 feet tall, a true giant, 1804 to 1838. His impact was definitely felt for the short time he was here on Earth. There's warnings all over the park not to feed the wild monkeys. The rhesus macaque will make you pay. Right here is the sea hunt deck from the famous TV show, Lloyd Bridges.
Maintenance on this, don't they?
Oh yeah, seen better days. Takes you back into the days of when the movie was made. Bud saw exactly what I saw. I pointed to it and he said an Indian head. I see it. Clear as day. Wow. The back roads of Ocala.
Yeah.
Beware of the
Just be ready.
skunky.
If it does turn into
sticky.
clay, we're going to be flying over the bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the bear high. This is where we need a recorder because if something, you know,
Something pops out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's still got a yellow line down the middle, so it's still a legit road.
Dude, that's a sim shot. It's crazy.
I like that gyro compass thing up there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That makes the expedition even more real.
Oh yeah, it looks professional.
No, it's not. Bear or cat? It is? Mm-hmm. I think it's a cat.
I have a knife.
I have pepper spray. Sorry guys, I panicked a little bit, but I didn't know how close it was.
It's
you
right.
hear it?
It's right next to us. Yeah.
You just started running, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, it sounded like it was right next to us.
And then it kept following us.
Yes, exactly.
I was waiting to see if it was thunder at first.
Not at first, but then I heard it. It sounded like
Yeah, it was like that.
it's like a huge frog.
No.
Maybe it was like burping.
Wait a minute, listen. Okay, I'm sorry, I thought I heard it again. It didn't. It followed us for a little bit, but it's got to be.
Did.
Here's a cool little area at Jupiter Springs. There's Lucas checking out the forest. Really cool spot. One of the oldest watering holes in the state of Florida. Here at Juniper. It's beautiful. Juniper Springs, crystal blue water. The famous mill back there. There's a little cave right there, probably where the spring water's pumping out. Yeah, I could see them. Pretty cool. Checking out the historic mill here at the springs. Keeping the water moving, clean, and generating power. That is so cool. That could just be an opening shot to a movie right there.
That would be a good one.
I might use this one day.
The plant filter, right? Or is it just like...
Sand filter. Wow. White sand filter. I want to see all that white sand back there.
I have finally arrived at one of my bucket list locations here on the Suwannee River, the Bridge to Nowhere. This is a must see for anybody that has driven through Florida and dove down into the scary stories and the strange mysteries that inhabit this place. There's the beautiful river down below and all the wicked graffiti. A lot of strange activity reported here late at night. We're gonna get to see some activity from the bridge. Now that is cool. Go see what hides underneath. Maybe some trolls underneath the bridge. If you find an empty bottle, resist the urge to blow into it. Or the empty man might wreak havoc. It's really cool seeing all the paint on the trees. Wow. Some mermaid.